We work on experiments all the time at the Louis Armstrong Middle School. We have recorded some of our experiments for students to review. Okay, in this experiment we're working with a second class lever. Second class lever has the load in the middle. We've got a clamp or a C-clamp holding the fulcrum in place, and we're using paper clamps, a metal rod, ring stand. Our chart, which says FLE 1, 2, 3, if the fulcrum is in the middle, it's a first class lever. If the load in the middle, it's a second class lever. And if the effort's in the middle, it's a third class lever. And here in this experiment, we're going to be doing a second class lever with the load in the middle. We've got an assortment of spring scales, and we're going to be using this spring scale from Delta Education that goes up to 1,000 grams. To make sure that our equipment doesn't slide from place to place, we're putting some extra paper clamps on the sides, and we're going to be starting with our load 10 centimeters away from the fulcrum. So let's just move our load to the 10 centimeter position. And let's pick up a spring scale, and let's try lifting. Okay. Our load weighs 240 grams, and our spring scale says 100 grams. So now let's take our load and move it to the 20 centimeter mark. And at 20 centimeters, our spring scale is reading about 175 grams. Let's move our load now to the 30 centimeter mark. Okay, and at 30 centimeters, it's reading about 200 grams. Okay, let's move our load now to the 40 centimeter mark. And at 40 centimeters, it's reading about 275 grams of effort are needed to lift the load. Now we'll move the load as close as we can. And it's reading 300 grams.